Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our shamanic journey. Hope everybody's having a great week, middle of the week, Wednesday. Great transformations taking place, uh, capacity for us to keep going inward and expanding on our insightful and personal growth, and using these journeys to better understand our subconscious mind, getting in touch with our higher self, and climbing I wouldn't say climbing, I would say journeying through life as opposed to reaching our destination, right? Many times people have this grand plan of where they're going to be going, where they're going to be headed in life. And it's sometimes difficult for us to navigate ourselves to where we want to be, like where what our destination will be. And we sometimes lose the journey itself of actually taking in the whole process of where we're at in life and what we need to really like enjoy on the path, the good and the bad. And one of the key components for our journey in life is to gain clarity. And that gaining of clarity is like listening to our, somewhat of our inner voice. But really what we want to do is have some type of transformation, a little bit of a shift in our lives. And sometimes we get stuck in different places, but when we transform or we change, it usually happens when we have clarity. So it's not only the goal setting, because sometimes we reach for a destination that comes too far ahead of ourselves and we miss the stuff in between, the transformation itself. And a lot of times, as I mentioned last week, because of the fact that we fear uh, failing ourselves and being perfect, we wind up not getting on the journey itself at all. And so transformation doesn't take place. We get stuck just ruminating in thought and lose the clarity that's necessary for us to reach our goals. So goal setting is like climbing a ladder. But in order to climb the ladder, you have to know how to get up the ladder, and you have to know where the ladder is going before you actually transform. So it requires a physical clarity as well. In other words, our chakras have to be in somewhat of a balanced state. And different chakras are associated with different aspects of our emotions. And if different emotions are blocked or challenged, then those particular chakras will be blocked and give us less clarity. Our second chakra, our sacral chakra, deals with our creativity. And our creativity is a form of our transformation, our ability to create something, see it, and actually go after it on that journey itself. So physical clarity. Also, our intuition, our third eye, has to be open. Sometimes physically, the foods we eat, the fluorinated water, different food products, right? Chemicals, preservatives block the third eye, calcify it. Therefore, it blocks our intuition, our ability to see clearly. So the chakras play a role in that as well. And it lowers our energy, and therefore we don't have the capacity to see clearly. So we gain clarity in our lives, right, by listening to the inner voice. And that inner voice is wisdom. When we listen to other people, we gain knowledge. When we listen to ourselves, that inner voice gives us the ability to dissect and then to assimilate what we take in when we sit by ourselves and listen to the silence, as opposed to just listening to information, reading books, taking information from the external world. So what's really important is that right now you're doing part of your soul's expression. And if you're doing part of your soul's expression, then you're going to be in clear alignment with, you're going to develop your own uniqueness. Then the path becomes clearer, and then things flow more harmoniously. Doors open, we meet people, more synchronicities take place. And so the key is for us not to always rush into setting goals itself if we're not capable of having clarity before we set those goals. So in other words, we always hear about manifestation and we hear about creating a future for ourselves. Obviously, it's more beneficial to be in a positive mindset, to create something positive and to go up that road than to ruminate in negativity, not think you're not gonna get what you choose or what you manifest or desire. But what's really important for us is to make sure that we're able to um, focus in on our soul's expression, our own uniqueness. And when we're unique in our own self, then we're in ourselves. We're not competing with anybody. We're not worried about what other people are doing. We're not worried about holding people back. We have to worry about our own self and find our own clarity. So what I'd like to do today is to journey into the state of clarity, which is basically finding our clearness in our body, but also in sitting with ourselves and seeing what information that we could contrive from the journey itself. All right. So what I'll do is We'll start off with our journey, and whenever spirit animal comes, ask the question, how do I gain clarity in my life? Okay. Let's start our journey. We're on our path. And as we walk on this path, we enter a sandy ground. And as we walk on this ground, this sandy ground, there are tropical trees left and right of us. Into a tropical forest. It's warm. And we hear the sounds of different birds in the background. And as we walk along this path, in front of us is the ocean. We hear the waves crashing on the shore from a distance. And as we turn to the right,